So first of all, I want to say all praises to the Most High, Yahawah, Ba'Hashem, Yahawah Shai. I'm just making this video here actually under the direction and instruction of an Israelite, because I'm actually not. I'm not an Israelite. I'm not of the elect. I'm not any of that. I'm so-called white man. In other words, as the scriptures point out, Esau, which is the wicked of the earth. Edom, the Edomites, we are described in scriptures as being spittle. We are the scorn of the earth and the wickedness of the earth. And the scriptures point that out, and it's obvious to see because, today and for, as long as we can remember, we're the ruling elites of the world. We're the ones who have power. We're the ones who put the Israelites, which, in today's world, a lot of people refer to them as, blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. We're the ones who put them into captivity. And the scriptures very plainly point out and lay out that in the kingdom, when this world is coming to an end, when the nuclear weapons are destroying this world, and we're going into the lake of fire, then, the Israelites are going to build their kingdom here. And, the scriptures point out that he who goes into captivity shall go into captivity, and that the Israelites will take captive, whose captives they were. That's us. That's the Edomites. And I think it's important to recognize, as an Edomite, as Esau, it's important to recognize our place, our role, and for one thing, history. We look back and our forefathers brought this upon us. Even if me or you or nobody else, we didn't necessarily personally oppress the Israelites, we're still, inheriting that sin from our forefathers, and we're going to have to answer for it. So, I think it's important for all.
Shalom, family. All praises, glory, and honor goes to the Holy One of Yasharallah, Yahawah, Ba'Hashem, Yahawah Shai, Baha'Vakakwadash. And that was a beautiful video right there, man. The scriptures is just coming. The scriptures just coming to pass, man. Like everything's happening. Let me get this. Let me open up with this scripture. This is Second Esdras. Let me see. Second Esdras chapter 6. Oh boy. This is Second Esdras chapter 6, verse 28. It says, "As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which hath been so long without fruit, shall be declared." It shall be declared. I'm going to say this again. Call halal Yahawah Ba'Hashem, Yahawah Shai. All glory, praise, and honor goes to the Holy One of Yasharallah. Yahawah Ba'Hashem, Yahawah Shai, Ba'Hashem, Hawakakwadash, man. Shalom to the brothers out there that's pushing the truth, that's laboring in the word, that's pushing the gospel, the great gospel of this great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to y'all brothers. Shalom to the sisters, to the Akwathim out there that's remaining true to the faith and remaining faithful to their husbands and leading and guiding their children under the subjection of their husbands in all truth and meekness and modesty. Shalom to y'all sisters out there. Shalom to the 12 tribes. To the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the planet. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. Barakatham. Well, this lesson is going to be called "The Fullness of the Gentiles Has Come In." The fullness of the Gentiles have come in, man. Meaning the fullness of the rulership of the Gentiles is at an end. It is close at hand. It is close. As a matter of fact, it's already here. And how you know that is because Esau is ramping up his gift, his blessing, his sword, his sword. He's ramping it up. He's getting ready to come down on the Israelites, come down on all those that he needs to subject under his rule. Because he knows that his kingdom is crumbling. The scriptures say he knows that he has but a short time. In the book of Revelations, let me get that. Get that real quick. This is Revelations chapter 12, verse 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, meaning the kingdoms, meaning the rulerships. It says, rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he hath but a short time." And that's how you know that we at the end, baby. We are at the end, people. We are at the end. Esau's tired. Esau is tired. He's tired of all these Israelites waking up. You know what I'm saying? He's tired of it. He's tired of the people coming into the knowledge of the truth, man. Because you have even Edomites, such as this, that are coming into the understanding of who we are and are able to accept it. See what I'm saying? Because there's only but so far that you can go, man. Like the scriptures say, the Most High has set the bounds, has set the bounds where the wicked cannot pass. They can't pass. They cannot go any further than this. So there's no other way. You have no other choice but to accept the truth. And what was this Edomite doing? He was, and if this is an Edomite, that is even more shocking to me. You know what I'm saying? Because, in all honesty, it could be what? It could be a confusion of face. It could be a confusion of face. You know what I'm saying? But by his own words, he is of the seed of Esau. He is of the line of Esau. See what I'm saying? And he's able to accept this because not because every one of them must pay for what happened. Every single one of them. But there are some who will be able to accept these things. And let me get this. Let me start off with this. I'm gonna go to Romans chapter 11, verse 25. Romans chapter 11, verse 25 says, "For I would not, brethren, that ye should be ignorant of this mystery, lest ye should be wise in your own conceits, that blindness in part is happened to Israel, until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in." Until the fullness of the Gentiles be come in. It's over, man. It's over. The time of the Gentiles has come in. It has come to a full screeching halt. It's no more fun and games anymore, man. The Israelites are waking up. You see what I'm saying? The elect are sealed. Now it's time for the Edomites to come out full force. Now it's time. And like I said before, if the elect have not been completely sealed yet, it has got to be at 99.99%. Has to be at that point in this space and time that we in. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? Because our salvation is near. Our salvation is it's right here, man. It's right on our doorstep. This is Romans chapter 13, verse 11. It says, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. It is so close. It is so close. You can smell it in the spirit. You can smell it. You got the chariots showing up more than they've ever shown up in history. What the world ignorantly calls UFOs. These are what the Bible describes the chariots of Yasharallah, the chariots of Israel. And they showing up all around the world. I mean, nobody can miss them. Boy, nobody. See what I'm saying? You got the plagues that's hitting this place. You got the locusts that's been showing up. You got the pestilence, this COVID-19. You got like I said, the locusts. You got what plagues of all these animals like the iguanas and the frogs and everything like that all over the place. You got bloody waters all over the world. You know what I'm saying? Take a trip to Google and you will find this stuff. You'll find this stuff. You got sedition among men. You have, you know what I'm saying? Well, it ain't even get to that point yet. Oh boy, it ain't get to that point yet in America. Oh boy, but you got uproars of the people. You see what I'm saying? You got uproars of the people. Last year was just nothing but protest after protest after protest because people are dissented, are you know what I'm saying? They're turning against their governments. You see what I'm saying? Like I saw a report. I saw a report over in Italy. Guy straight up chopped off an officer's arm. You know what I'm saying? Trying to fight this lockdown and this quarantine. Chopped off the man's arm. Boy, tell you what, man, this thing is happening. This thing is happening. You know what I'm saying? I'm on a tangent right now, man, but it's beautiful. It's beautiful the way the Most High is working right now. Like this is coming out of the mouth of these Edomites now. They have no other choice but to accept the truth. There's no other choice. No other choice. This is Slacky. This is let me get Jeremiah chapter 16. Jeremiah chapter 16 verse 19. And it reads, O Lord, my strength and my fortress and my refuge in the day of affliction, the Gentiles shall come unto thee from the ends of the earth, and shall say, surely our fathers have inherited lies, vanity, and things wherein there is no profit. And things wherein there is no profit. This man's, what he just say? He said, you know, that they've oppressed us. You know what I'm saying? That they have benefited off of what we had to slave over. They reap the benefits. And he understands that it is his fathers that left him with this bill. He understands that fully. You know what I'm saying? He understands that completely. And it's good you understand that everything has to come back home to roost. Everything. See what I'm saying? Let me get Isaiah chapter 14. Isaiah chapter 14 verse 21, it says, prepare slaughter for his children. Prepare slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities. You see what I'm saying? My man here understands what's coming. He knows full well what's about to take place. You know what I'm saying? And he even quoted scripture from Isaiah chapter 14. He even quoted it. You know what I'm saying? He said, "We shall." He said, what did he say? He said he's going to be brought to his place. Yeah, they're gonna understand where their place is. You know what I'm saying? I was listening to a brother. I was listening to a brother. Goes by the name GMS on air, and he was going into how the animals are changing their behaviors now because of what you know because of the fact that these Edomites are off the streets. I did a lesson of that. I did a lesson on that not too long ago. You know what I'm saying? These Edomites, when they are taken out of the way, everything just falls back in order. Everything just falls back in line. The way it's meant to be. The way it is meant to be. You know what I'm saying? This Edomite here understands his role. He understands his place. This, you know what I'm saying? So let me stay on topic. This is Isaiah chapter 48. We get Isaiah chapter 48, verse 12. It says, "Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called." You see, not everyone is called to be the saints, only the Israelites. Only the Israelites. You see, Christian sanity needs to take a back seat now. Now it's time now it's time for the scriptures to actually be read. Now it's time for the pages to be opened. You see what I'm saying? The pages to be flipped, the book to be opened. You know what I'm saying? As the scriptures say, eat up the whole roll. Eat the whole roll. Take the little book and eat it up, man. Eat it up. It ain't gonna be sweet for everybody. No, man. This bad boy is bitter. This bad boy is bitter. But when is medicine ever good for anybody? Well, excuse me. When does it taste good? I should say that. When does medicine ever taste good for anybody? Oh, it certainly is good. It's beneficial. But you got to get past the bitterness first. See what I'm saying? It says, "Hearken unto me." This is Isaiah 48 and 12. "Hearken unto me, O Jacob and Israel, my called. I am he. I am the first. I also am the last. Mine hand also hath laid the foundation of the earth, and my right hand hath spanned the heavens. When I call unto them, they stand up together." That's how bad the Most High is, man. And all y'all heathens finna understand that. And y'all 2/3 gonna find out the hard way. We've been out there on those street corners teaching, preaching, reaching. We've been out there doing the work, man. We've been on these. We've been doing these videos. You know what I'm saying? We have been reaching out. Now it's time for everyone to find out who the Most High really is. Now it's that time. All these brothers have been teaching y'all. All these brothers have been out here. You understand that? It says, "Mine hand also." You see, he has spanned the heavens, man. It says, "When I call unto them, they stand up together." Verse 14, it says, "All ye assemble yourselves and hear. Which among them hath declared these things? Yahawah hath loved him." Who's the him? Who's the him? It tells you in verse 12, "O Jacob and Israel." See what I'm saying? Yahawah hath loved him. He will do his pleasure on Babylon. He will do his pleasure on Babylon. What the Edomite just said right there? He just said that these thermonuclear missiles is coming. You know what I'm saying? And understand, this man was given an order by an Israelite to come out and teach his people, to come out and give warning to his own people. You see? And I truly believe that was a bit of pity that this Israelite had for this man. He pitied him. He wanted him to have a chance. You see what I'm saying? Because the truth of the matter is, ain't no Edomites gonna be spared, man, to come out and rule no more. No, ain't gonna be no more ruling Edomites. You see, if there's gonna be anyone left, they are coming to serve. They are coming to serve. That's the only way. That is the only way. He says he will do his pleasure on Babylon, and his arm shall be on the Chaldeans, man. On the Chaldeans. You see, what did it say in the book of Jeremiah? I just read it. It said, they shall come and they shall say, our fathers, we have inherited lies from their fathers. From their fathers, man. They have inherited lies. These jokers, these Edomites really believe that they are superior. But the truth of the matter is, they are not. And the elites of these people, the elite Edomites, they know this. They know this to be true. This is Sirach. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 41, verse 7. You know, I'm going to start at verse 6. It says, the inheritance of sinners' children, the inheritance of sinners' children shall perish. The inheritance of the children of these sinners are going to perish. Everything that they've held dear. All the things that these Edomites think made America great, they're going to lose it all. They're losing it right now. Right now. Their money is garbage now. You see what I'm saying? All the things that made America great is falling apart. It says the inheritance of the sinner's children shall perish, and their posterity shall have a perpetual reproach. A perpetual reproach. Everyone on the planet is looking at these so-called Caucasians, these Edomites, and saying, your time is up, man. Your time is up. No more fun and games for y'all. Verse 7 says, the children will complain of an ungodly father. See what I'm saying? There are many Edomites that are ashamed now. They are ashamed because of the past of their fathers. They are ashamed of it now. They are, let me get that. Let me get this. I'm going to finish off this scripture real quick. It says, the children shall complain of an ungodly father because they shall be reproached for his sake. You shall be reproached for what? For the sins of your fathers. For the sins of your fathers, man. Everybody looks at you be like, man, your fathers was terrible, man. You know what I'm saying? Look at what they did in Vietnam. You know what I'm saying? Look at what they did in Vietnam. Look at what they did in Iraq. Look at what y'all did over in Afghanistan. Look at how y'all decimated it. Look at what y'all did in Libya. You know what I'm saying? Syria, Somalia, all these other places. Look at what you did. Look at what you've done. You know what I'm saying? While their veteran fathers is sitting there like oh, I was in Desert Storm and all that garbage. There's nothing to glorify yourselves with anymore. No, because it's nothing but shameful. You're finally seeing how shameful your fathers were. You're looking at what they've done all around the world. You wondering why you got so many enemies. You're wondering why so many people hate Americans. You finding out. This is the wisdom of Solomon. The wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 17. It says, for though they live long, yet shall they be nothing regarded, and their last age shall be without honor. There's no honor in this last age. What is this? Generation X or Generation Z. This is Generation Z for a reason, because the last letter of the alphabet, this is the last generation before the rulership of the Israelites. That's why these Edomites are acting up right now. That's why they kicking it into high gear, because they know that this is the last generation. They see the chariots is coming. They see the big one. They see the big one passing Pluto, passing Neptune, Jupiter. It's on its way, man. They see him. They see the chariots. They see the salvation of the Israelites is close at hand. They've been looking at these. They've been looking through these master these huge telescopes. Like the Vatican have the largest telescope, the greatest telescope on the planet. The Vatican have it. What are they looking for? The telescope is called Lucifer for a reason. What are they looking for? They're looking at the chariots. They're looking for the king. The king's coming back. He's coming back to destroy the Gentiles, as it is written in Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 7. He's coming back for blood. He's coming back to destroy those who took his people and who had a part to play in their captivity. Every single one of them. And you know what? They all have a list. They've all listed in the names, in the list in the book of Psalms chapter 83. They're all listed right there. All of them. All of them. They all got blood on their hands. Every single one of them. Every single one of them. White people, Chinese, Japanese, they all got it. They all got it. The East Indians, these Africans who sold us, they got it. They all got their names written. And they finna get towed up. See what I'm saying? They're going to get destroyed. As it is written in the book of Joel, in the book of Joel, as it is written in the book of Amos, it's coming. It's coming. And he's going to lay the smackdown on every single last one of them. But Esau is going to be at the front of it all. And there is no mercy for Esau, Edom. There's no mercy for him. There's no mercy. No mercy. The only ones that's going to be left is going to be straight up for captivity. That's it. That's it. They're going to be laid out. They're going to be laid out. They're going to get their backs beaten, man. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be a mess. It's going to be a mess for these people. Let me get Ezekiel. Ezekiel chapter 18. This is Ezekiel chapter 18, verse 4. It says, "Behold, all souls are mine. As the soul of the Father, so also the soul of the Son is mine. The soul that sinneth, it shall die." See what I'm saying? You bear the iniquity of your fathers, man. See what I'm saying? You bear the iniquities of your fathers, you got to pay. You got to pay. This is Ezekiel 18, chapter 18, verse 18. It says, "As for his father, because he cruelly oppressed, spoiled his brother by violence, and did that which is not good among his people, lo, even he shall die in his iniquity. Yet ye say, Why? Doth not the Son bear the iniquity of the Father?" You see what I'm saying? Does not the Son bear the iniquity of his Father? You understand? Now here's the only good news for y'all Edomites. This is the only good news, because notice how I'm pointing out Esau, Edom, because all these other nations had a hand to play in our captivity, in our slavery. All these nations who enslaved the so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Indians, all these nations had a hand to play with it, had the hand to play in it. But Esau, Edom, is the ringleader, and he will have no mercy. The Edomites will have no mercy. The so-called Caucasian white race will have no mercy, as it is written in the book of Obadiah. As it is written. See what I'm saying? Now this is the only good news for y'all. Check this. It says, when the Son hath done that which is lawful and right, and hath kept all my statutes, and hath done them, he shall surely live. The soul that sinneth, it shall die. The Son shall not bear the iniquity of the Father, neither shall the Father bear the iniquity of the Son. The righteousness of the righteous shall be upon him, and the wickedness of the wicked shall be upon him. But if the wicked will turn from all his sins that he hath committed, and keep all my statutes, and do that which is lawful and right, he shall surely live. He shall not die. You shall not die. This Edomite right here, he has a chance. He has a chance. He doesn't have to perish. However, he still must pay. He still must pay. He still has to pay. He still has to have a punishment. You see what I'm saying? As righteous as King David was, when he went off, he still had to get punished, right? You see what I'm saying? There's always a balance. There's always a balance when the Most High is dealing judgment. There's always balance with him. Every single time. He is no respecter of persons when it comes to judgments. He is no respecter of persons. He is only a respecter of persons when it comes to who he loves. Understand that. Only when it comes to who he loves. And that is throughout all the scriptures. That's throughout Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 6. You see what I'm saying? That's throughout Isaiah chapter 45 verse 17. You know what I'm saying? As the Edomite just said, he understands his role. He understands his role. He said they're what? He says they're spittle. He says they're spittle. What's he getting that from? He's getting that from 2nd Esdras. 2nd Esdras chapter 6 verse 54 through 57. All the other nations, not just him and his people, not just the Edomites, all the other nations are spit unto the Most High in comparison to the Israelites. All the other nations are as a drop of a bucket that falls from a vessel. All of them in comparison to the Israelites. The Israelites to the Most High is to the Most High that large vessel. That's the Israelites to the Most High. All the other nations, including the nation of Edom, the nation of Esau, Edom, they are counted as less than nothing and that little drop of water that fell from that vessel. And this Edomite understands his role. He understands that. There's always a balance with the Most High when it comes to judging all people. This is Proverbs chapter 11 verse 1. It says a false balance is an abomination to Yahawah, but a just weight is his delight. It's his delight every single solitary time. Every time. It's his delight to have balance. To have balance. That's why it says, what you sow, you shall reap. Let me get that real quick. This is Galatians. This Galatians chapter 6, verse 7. It says, Be not deceived. Yahawah is not mocked. Yahawah is not mocked. For whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. That shall he also reap. See what I'm saying? Whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap. This is 2 Thessalonians. We get 2 Thessalonians chapter... Let me see. 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 verse 6, it says, seeing it is a righteous thing with Yahawah to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. You see what I'm saying? There's always a balance. There's always a balance. What they've done to us, it must be done to them. It must be done to them. It has to be. That same principle is found where? In the book of Revelation. See what I'm saying? Of course these heathens would tell you that the book of Revelations is not to be taken literally. Of course they would tell you that. This is Revelation chapter 13 verse 9. It says, if any man have an ear, let him hear. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth with the sword must be killed with the sword. Here is the patience and the faith of the saints, the Israelites. And this Edomite just admitted that yes, those who lead into captivity have to go into captivity. This lets you know that whoever this Israelite was that was teaching this Edomite, whoever this Israelite was, he had a lot of pity for this man. He had a lot of pity for this man. Because why? The Israelites care. The Israelites care. We care a lot. Understand that. We always care. We always care. See what I'm saying? Of course we do. We are the chosen people of the Most High. We are the chosen people of Yahawah. When you look at these jokers over there in the land of Israel, do they seem like the chosen people to you really? Do they really look like the chosen people to you? Do they really act like the chosen people to you? They don't. They don't. Every chance they get, they're killing someone. And they do it for fun. This is not the Most High's chosen people. These are Edomites of the tribe of Amalek. These are Edomites of the tribe of Amalek, of the house of Esau. Understand that. Understand that. Let me get a precept here. See what I'm saying? And it's beautiful that this Edomite is able to see it too. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just showing that prophecy is being fulfilled right in front of your eyes, man. This is Revelation chapter 18 verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached unto heaven, and Yahawah hath remembered her iniquities. Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her, double according to her works. In the cup which she hath filled, fill to her double. And this Edomite understands full well what's coming. You see, it lets you know that this Israelite spent a good deal of time on this Edomite. He spent a good deal of time hitting this Edomite with scripture. You know what I'm saying? This is Matthew. Let me tell you what's coming for y'all Edomites in the kingdom. Y'all that actually make it, to see the kingdom, y'all that are actually spared to see the kingdom, y'all that are actually preserved in order to be placed in chains, this is what you get. This is what you'll get right here. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 24. It says, but he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel. Then came she and worshipped him. Y'all gonna understand what this is, man. Y'all gonna understand what you gotta do. Y'all gonna understand, man. It says, then came she and worshipped him, saying, Lord, help me. See? Verse 26, he says, but he answered and said, it is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs. You see what I'm saying? And this Edomite here he understands, he gets it, man. He gets it. He gets it. He gets it. And he remains in this spirit, he's going to be able to be salvaged. You see what I'm saying? Would you rather die here? Would you rather die here under these thermonuclear bombs? Would you rather die like this? Or would you rather serve the Israelites? Because the truth of the matter is, we are not y'all. We are not y'all. See what I'm saying? We don't rape men in front of their wives and children. We don't do sick things like that. We don't cut children out of the bellies. You know what I'm saying? We don't do that. We don't do that. Now in wartime, boy, the Most High is gonna set whatever signals He's gonna send to us, and we gonna do exactly what He wants. So if it be in His will, then let His will be done. Because it says clearly in the book of Isaiah chapter 13 that y'all gonna be tore up. Your children gonna get dashed to pieces. Your wives gonna get ravished. You see what I'm saying? But when it comes to establishing that kingdom, you're all going to understand where your role is. You see, this is why it has to be this way when it comes to Esau, Edom. It has to be this way. Because this is a rabid dog that must be put down. There's no other way. There's no other way but to subjugate this dog and put a serious muzzle on his lips, on his jaws, with a lock. Let me get this one more time. This is Matthew chapter 15, verse 26. But he answered and said, "It is not meet to take the children's bread and to cast it to dogs." And she said, "Truth, Lord. Yet the dogs eat of the crumbs which fall from their master's table." And this is the correct role that all you Edomites are going to be in. And all the other heathen. See what I'm saying? All these other heathen, this is how it's going to be. You will get the crumbs. Nothing more, nothing less. And there's your blessing. Then Yahawah answered and said unto her, "O woman, great is thy faith, be it unto thee even as thou wilt." And her daughter was made whole from that very hour. See what I'm saying? The Israelites are not like the Edomites. We are polar opposites from you. Polar opposites. And that's just how the Most High set it up. That's just how the Most High set it up, man. You know, this is Numbers. This is Numbers chapter 14. Numbers chapter 14, verse 18, it says, "Yahawah is long suffering and of great mercy, forgiving the iniquity and transgression, and by no means clearing the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers upon the children unto the third and fourth generation." How many generations ago was slavery? People talk as if slavery was so long ago. How many generations passed since slavery? Huh? Because I can tell you, my great grandfather was a slave. My great grandfather was a slave. My great grandmother was a slave. So that's what three generations ago. Huh? Not far. That's really not far. Go a fourth generation. A fourth generation. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They was waist deep. They was waist deep in those plantations. That was 4 generations ago. Right? Y'all got to pay for that. Y'all got to pay for that. Lo and behold, here we are at the precipice. Y'all gonna pay. Y'all finna pay. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember that actor. Can't remember that actor. He said, "Y'all finna pay, pay, pay." Y'all finna pay, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How long ago was the Jim Crow era? How long ago was that? That was what, 2 generations ago? Y'all gonna pay for that too. You see what I'm saying? The Most High is the Most High is a just power. He is a just God. He is a just God. If he allowed y'all Edomites to get away with all this, he would not be a good God. He would not be a just God. You know what I'm saying? He would not be just if he just let these Edomites get away with that. But that's why they didn't allow us to read on those plantations. Because if we was able to read this out of the book, then we would understand. The slaves would understand. Wait a minute, Massa finna get beat for this. Massa finna get destroyed for what he did for what he did to Toby over there. Massa gonna get beat for what he's doing to Annabelle. Massa's gonna get beat. He's gonna get destroyed. No, they couldn't allow us to read this book, man, because the Israelites would understand what they're reading. The Israelites would understand what they're reading. They didn't allow us to read this book until after we were properly trained by Christian sanity. That's the only time they allowed the Israelites to open up the Bibles. And here you have it in 2020. These so-called Christians still don't want to read the Bible. You see what I'm saying? That's how it works. That's how it works. They didn't allow us to read to read this book while we was in chains. They didn't allow us to learn how to read and write and to read this book. Because what happened once a slave read this book? His name was Nat Turner. What happened when he read it? Largest slave revolt in history. Killing hundreds of them crackers. Boys, it was a bloodbath. They had to put him down. You know what I'm saying? Because it wasn't the time. It wasn't the time. The Most High will save us from this. See what I'm saying? It says, and no man shall buy you, right? In the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 68, no man shall buy you. Meaning no man shall save you from this place. No man is going to save us from this captivity, from this prison planet that we in. No one's going to save us from this. Only Yahawah, who is sent by the Father Yahawah. This is Amos chapter 1 verse 11. It says, thus saith Yahawah, for 3 transgressions of Edom and for 4, I will not turn away the punishment thereof. Because he did pursue his brother with the sword, and did cast off all pity, and his anger did tear perpetually, and he kept his wrath forever. You see? And this Edomite right here, he fully understands what's coming. He fully understands it. See what I'm saying? And he understands his role in the future. He understands that. Let me get Jeremiah. Let me show you your role. For all you Edomites out there, let me show you your role. This is Jeremiah chapter 30, verse 16. It says, therefore, all they that devour thee shall be devoured, and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. Every one of them shall go into slavery. And they that spoil thee shall be a spoil. And all they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey. So all these cracker cops out there, all these pigs out there that's been killing Israelites mercilessly and without reason, y'all finna get hunted. Y'all gonna get hunted. You see, you thought you got away when your Just Us system gave you a free pass for committing murder. You thought you got away with that, but you ain't get away with shit. Not a damn thing. The Most High finna, he finna set the Israelites loose. It's gonna be a bloodbath, people. It's gonna be a bloodbath, as it is written. Let me get that real quick. This is Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 19. It says, the portion of Jacob, the Israelites, is not like them. For he is the former of all things, and Israel is the rod of his inheritance. Yahawah Zabaoth is his name. Thou art my battle axe. Thou art my battle axe. And weapons of war. The Israelites finna get turned into weapons of war. You see what I'm saying? The men of Israel are going to be turned into lethal weapons with spiritual power. From the least of us to the greatest of us to the elite of us. You see what I'm saying? The men are going to be given these spiritual powers to fight. It says, thou art my battle axe and weapons of war, for with thee will I break in pieces the nations, and with thee will I destroy kingdoms. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider, and with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. And with thee also will I break in pieces man and woman, and with thee will I break in pieces old and young, and with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. Boy, it's finna get dirty out here, man. It's gonna get dirty. It ain't gonna be pretty. Ain't gonna be pretty, man. The Most High is finna activate us. While Esau is getting activated, the elect are being sealed. And once Esau comes after us, the elect are going to be given the powers. The elect are going to be saved. Let me say that. The election is going to be saved. The elect are going to be saved from the hands of these devils, as it is written in the book of Luke, chapter 1, verse 72. The elect are going to be saved. And then he's going to then he's going to bring us back. And we're going to tear these heathens to pieces. This is Jeremiah chapter 16. Let me get Jeremiah 16 and 16. It says, Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahawah. Right now we are the fishers of men. We are the fishers of men, as Yahawah had called for his disciples and those who will follow his teachings. We are the fishers of men. It said, Behold, I will send for many fishers. And what we doing? We go out in the highways and the byways, you know what I'm saying? We teach the word, we reach the people. We preach we prophesy that this place is going to be destroyed. And we try to wake up the elect. We try to wake up the elect because only 1/3 of our people are going to make it out of this. Right? It says, Behold, I will send for many fishers, saith Yahawah, and they shall fish them. And after will I send for many hunters, and they shall hunt them from every mountain and from every hill and out of the holes of the rocks. It's going to get bloody out here, man. when the Most High activates the men of Israel, when the Most High activates us, it's going to be destruction. Destruction. Let me get this. This is another role of y'all. Y'all Edomites out there. This is your role. See what I'm saying? This is what y'all gonna be doing in the kingdom. See what I'm saying? Because everybody think it's gonna be all happy, happy, joy garbage. No, man, ain't none of that. Ain't no hand holding, ain't no kumbaya, none of that. Nope. We establishing this kingdom, baby. This is Isaiah chapter 60, verse 10. It says, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee." Y'all gonna build our walls, man. Y'all gonna put all that hard work. Y'all gonna put the work in, baby. Y'all gonna put the work in. You know what I'm saying? Like if this Edomite survives what's coming, he's gonna be put to work. He's gonna be put to work. You know what I'm saying? And there's your mercy. There's your mercy. You're gonna be put to work. Rigorous, hard bondage. You're gonna be put to work. It says, "And the sons of strangers shall build up thy walls, and their kings shall minister unto thee. For in my wrath I smote thee, but in my favor have I had mercy upon thee." Who's thee? Who's the thee that he's talking about? The Israelites. See what I'm saying? He smote us in his wrath by giving us unto the hands of these devils, man. Of these Edomites. See, but he's about to show mercy upon us. Verse 11 says, "Therefore thy gates shall be open continually. They shall not be shut day nor night, that men may bring unto thee the forces of the Gentiles, and that their kings may be brought." You see, everybody going to be taken in. Everybody going to be brought in, man. Everybody. We going to put y'all where y'all need to be put, where y'all need to be placed. We going to section y'all in one section over here, Edomites, one section over here, Moabites, one section over here, Elamites, one section over here, Ammonites. You see what I'm saying? One section over here, Tyrusites, Jebusites, Perishites, all these jokers. We going to separate them all. And we're gonna place these lots. Every single Edomite is going to every single Israelite will be given their own servants. Every single one of them. Every last one of us is gonna be given servants. And you're gonna serve. Every last one of you. This is verse 14. Isaiah chapter 60, verse 14. It says, "The sons also of them that afflicted thee shall come bending unto thee, and all they that despised thee shall bow themselves down at the soles of thy feet. And they shall call thee the city of Yahawah, the Zion of the Holy One of Yasharallah." Call hello, Yahawah Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Hawakakodash. I want to say salutations to the hopeful elect. You know what I'm saying? I want to say shalom to the brothers out there that's pushing the truth, laboring in the word, that's pushing the gospel of the great kingdom that's soon to come. Shalom to the sisters out there that's listening in, that's remaining true to the faith, remaining faithful to their husbands, and guiding their children in meekness and truth and sincerity. Shalom to the 12 tribes that are scattered abroad throughout the four corners of the planet. Peace and blessings to you all. Barakatham. Shalom.